What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Here, guys, Derek and Cody with you as always. And guys, we got some news today that honestly feels like a long time coming. And the Colts have decided to part ways with Nick Foles. So the former Super Bowl MVP quarterback is no longer going to be on the Indianapolis Colts roster after just 1 year with the team. Short stint that just ultimately I think most people knew Cody was just going to end up happening anyways. This clears $2.1 million in cap space, so allows the Colts to go out and make some more moves if they want to. What was your reaction to Nick Foles finally being cut?
I mean, yeah, I think you said that word finally. I was just like, gosh, it took you long enough. You know, you already had three other quarterbacks in that room. Why in the world is Nick Foles still on the roster? I think that was the question that a lot of us had. But you're right. I mean, this was a move that we all figured it wasn't an if, it was a win for Nick Foles because, I mean, he was there. It was just crazy to think about with how bad the Colts quarterback situation was last year. He was by far the worst of them. And it was so bad. And I mean, really, all we remember for Nick Foles, unfortunately, is what happened to him in that Giants game. And obviously, hopefully, he is good to go and can go contribute somewhere else. But as far as where the Colts were at quarterback, it didn't make any sense for them to roll with Nick Foles. They already have Gardner Minshew. They already have Sam Ellinger. So I was glad the Colts did this. That move never made sense, Derek, from a contract standpoint because you signed him to 2 years. I know he was Frank Reich's guy, but I just never really understood paying that amount of money and giving him 2 years for a guy that's, on the other side of 30, well on the other side of 30 at this point, who clearly hasn't really shown he can be a capable backup even. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense. So the Colts are going to have to eat, I believe it's like $1.5 million in dead money from the Nick Foles contract. So I'm glad that the Colts have now officially gotten rid of him and they can move on and have a younger quarterback room altogether. I mean, that has to have brought the Colts average quarterback, age down tremendously just releasing Nick Foles. So Colts now go young. They have Minshew. They have obviously Richardson and they have Sam Ellinger. So I really wasn't surprised by this, but glad it's finally official. And now you have a little bit more cash if you want to go and dip in free agency.
Yeah, I mean, and we kind of expected this was going to happen with obviously the Colts drafting Anthony Richardson. And then you had Gardner Minshew, who you signed in the offseason to a $3.5 million deal. And then, of course, with Sam Ellinger still being on the roster and still being on that rookie contract as well, you felt like that you could utilize a little bit more out of Sam Ellinger's skill set than with a Nick Foles. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, there's really not a whole lot more to go into it with Nick Foles. I mean, like I said, it was a short stint, few games that he started, and then they just said, "No, we can't deal with this anymore." Took a little longer than what most people expected, but I mean, if you don't have anything else, I think that might be it for talking about this.
I mean, we wish Nick Foles well and whatever journey that is next. Hey, you never know, man. Carolina might be looking for a backup quarterback. Just kidding, but no, seriously, wish Nick Foles all the best. Wish it could have ended a little bit better for him as a Colt, but it's the day. I mean, this man's made an exorbitant amount of money in his career. So as long as he's physically okay from the trauma of last year, we do wish him well. But yeah, Colts moving forward with the three quarterbacks, it looks like, and starting young, man. So I'm excited for that. But guys, that'll do it. Let us know your thoughts on Nick Foles finally being released by the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And as always, guys, go Colts.